There is a lot to speak about on this episode. We will talk MetaPlanet and the quantity of Bitcoin they may be purchasing. The go back of Codius is forthcoming, 68,648 Bitcoin inside the ultimate day. It has extended by way of 2.27%. Ethereum is up 2.67% at 2,532 right now. Currently, XRP is trading at a comparatively low 51 cents. At the same time as USDC, BT and USDC are buying and selling at 99 cents. In the past day, its value has elevated by way of 1.35%, and it's miles now seeking to hit 52 cents. With nowadays being Monday, the total marketplace fee of cryptocurrencies is $2 trillion, $345 billion. Since I purchase Kwon every Monday, as you are conscious, let's take a look at its pricing. I purchase $800 well worth of Kwon every Monday. It ought to show up on the display screen if I type it efficiently. What does it mean if we're nevertheless a great deal below my DCF fee, although it became driven? It's smooth, truly. I will preserve to buy Kwon till my dollar cost common suits the modern day charge of Kwon. After that, I will rotate my cash out when you possibly recalculate, as its far maximum likely much less than 75. We can then pass ahead with the rotation when I run some figures today to find the true cost. Where will I rotate subsequent as of right now, and could it be finalized until I make my first purchases? We're looking at SAI. It's within the fall, which I want to look because I have not invested yet. When I first mentioned SAI, it was trading at kind of 43 cents. That's what makes it so lovely. 36 cents, the highest quantity ever. 14 bucks, it is okay. We will see what takes place. I'll notify all and sundry as standard about my next path of action when I rotate my money out of Quant because the month draws to a close. You can pick to purchase one NFT at some point of our payouts, and in case you do, you'll get hold of one NFT for this month. November 1st, December 1st, and January 1st are while we pay out. Folks, you do not have to buy an NFT each month. Just make the purchase as soon as and so long as you keep it, you may hold getting paid. It's as smooth as that. The XRP ledger MetaPlanet's top task. We are purchasing an extra 1.6 billion Bitcoin. They currently have more than 1,000 Bitcoins. Do you believe you studied they recognize exactly where Bitcoins are going? We are all privy to its path. We just don't have the center to behave. Not the MetaPlanet, however, that one dip, that one closing dip is what anyone is seeking out. With extra than 1,000 Bitcoins, they have deliberate for the approaching bull run, packed their bags, and accrued $1.6 billion. And as I will speak about the adoption of Codius, the ledger protocol, and the connection among the two. Speaking about Codius co-author, he highlights that large ALP adoption is required for Codius to Apple has commenced incorporating the interledger protocol into iOS 18 and later variations, as I indicated the day before today. This integration uses any digital asset and is a currency impartial platform. To pick out the most in your price range fastest and first class course, it examines beyond records. As a result, one-of-a-kind virtual belongings are given an even gambling area, and XRP turns into the quality desire for cash transfers. It's XRP, of course, because Coil isn't absolutely dead both. They're running on a new edition of Codius inside the heritage, and is the reason why he isn't always loss of life. Do you bear in mind the stories we examined a few years in the past that said Codius and Coil were both useless to loss of life? Guess what we all accept as true with to be incorrect to enhance ALP adoption? Stefan Thomas is engaged in an assignment called DAISY. A peer-to-peer variation of the ILP is referred to as DAISY. Institutions previously solely hired a pinnacle-down technique to ILP. Since ALP adoption has been sluggish, DAISY will promote its adoption from the bottom up. What does that mean then? Prioritizing the adoption of the highbrow protocol before Codius turns into useful is essential for the reason that institutions aren't the best ones who can use it. Codius continues to be alive, and this article emphasizes his comeback. Ripple is pursuing the derivatives marketplace, the usage of its clever contract platform. When we talk derivatives, we're speaking approximately 1.2 quadrillion, which is a large amount of cash. Do you right here that term regularly? Given that it's far a sizable amount of cash and that nobody owns whatever really worth a quadrillion, it does not manifest frequently. Codius again is an end result. The ILP is being followed, particularly by way of Apple Safari and its iOS 18 operating machine. Be aware of this. This is a big problem. Since the ALP will be using the quickest, least luxurious and most scalable crypto whilst it is doing its pathfinding, this could have a giant use case if it's far carried out. We are all aware about the cryptocurrency inquiry, which is XRP. Released this, SBI Securities and SBI officers together with about a dozen others are suggesting changes to the ETFs, even though Japan has not but accepted them. They contend that a few cryptocurrencies have marketplace values similar to massive cap equities, pleasing the monetary desires of a huge spectrum of residents. ETFs are starting to gather traction in Japan and are developing in popularity inside the US. The mystery to drawing institutional capital to those markets is ETFs. Recall that without the participation of institutional budget, we will handiest raise the fee of cryptocurrencies to a certain diploma. Ever in view that I made my first cryptocurrency funding in 2017, I had been thinking about how a lot my asset might be worth in 2025, 7 years from now. If the institutions start to take delivery of and use crypto, I think my 0.33 bull cycle will show up. It turned into in no way going to show up. It was unlikely in 2017 that establishments might clearly remember cryptocurrency as a funding car and hedge, but they do. We assume their arrival. Institutions are intervening, speaking out, engaging in communicate and embracing cryptocurrencies. We all had this concept when we first of all started out within the cryptocurrency enterprise, believing that we might become the following huge issue if we could beat the institutions and take control of the marketplace before they invested thousands and thousands and thousands or even billions of dollars. Nonetheless, Jupiter, the first of the three currencies to hold an eye on inside the very last week of October, is currently growing. As the Dow begins voting on vital government projects, we predict that Jupiter's charge will upward push in the upcoming days, with options to double the quorum to 120 million votes or set it at 30% of the whole stake. This thought pursues to adjust the balloting criteria for the most correct representations. According to them, Jupiter is buying and selling at $1 right now and could pass as much as this $1 resistance. The 11th mantra emphasizes how much exhilaration has been generated through the mentor's manner. The pricing does not but represent the 1/3 mantra hype. It implies that the can also have hit a brand new all-time high above $62 due to the launch anticipation. Over the beyond week, the cost of the 0.33 mantra, Comcord, has dropped with the aid of 20% to kind of 1 cent. However, because the network gets equipped for a crucial hard fork, this fashion may soon reverse. In the final week of October, which we're presently in for complete transparency, there are 3 vital things you have to be watching. None of those are in my ownership, and I do now not intend to acquire any. But I'm telling my audience that someone has invested in cryptocurrencies and made a worst-case prediction for XRP. I've given you included for 4,040 or 40 or 4043 cents. I apologize, however, I want 8,086 cents. According to him, if Bitcoin hits 100,000, the price of XRP might upward push 515% in contrast to Bitcoin. We might replicate the highs of the preceding cycle. Even a 550% shift ought to bring about good-sized economic benefits for XRP investors. However, if this does not occur once more, it is probably some other particular black swan prevalence that impacts XRP solely. He said, let's dissect it. A Bitcoin may be really worth as much as $100,000. 4,043 cents XRP is what we're searching at. That doesn't bother me, and this cycle will absolutely bring about 100,000. With 576 XRP and 150,000, the value of a Bitcoin rises to 130,000. That XRP, 8,086 cents. Once I observe it, definitely we're looking at between $150,000 and $170,000, which might location XRP within the $6 variety. I pass over every worst-case situation I can think of for XRP. We anticipate a variety of $3 to $6 in the satisfactory case state of affairs. We would possibly witness a 6% dominance on XRP if the market acquired $7 to $10 trillion. This means that we might have at the least $6 in XRP with the possibility of up to $8. We will re-examine Bitcoin's modern-day position between $150 and $170 US greenbacks based on my goals for it. This is due to the opportunity of a parabolic blow-up pinnacle which could cause XRP to attain double-digit